is Dr. Seuss's birthday, and I am told I'm going to get to be your guest reader today. And I want to thank you for that, because to me, that is an honor and a privilege to be able to come and read to y'all today. Now, let me ask you a question. Who likes to read? Very, very good. That is great. Well, tell me something. What book would y'all like to read this morning? Cat in the Hat. What is Cat in the Hat? Cat in the, that's Cat in the Hat. I see somebody else. Looks like a Cat in the Hat back there.
And I seen Cat in the Hat in the real life movie. It turned out the same book that you got holding in your hands right behind you.
My good, y'all got several. Well, guess what I brought with me this morning? Cat in the Hat.
Hey, those aren't the same, but they're just like different.
But also, has anybody ever read this one?
Yeah.
My goodness. You got 8 of them. Well, believe it or not, I have some kids that were at one time 2nd graders, but they're a little bit farther along than 2nd graders now. And one of the first books that we started reading to them was Cat in the Hat. And believe it or not, they have all of Dr. Seuss's books. And I believe at some point in time or another, I've read most of them. And when I was asked to come today and be your guest reader, I was excited about it because I hadn't read a Cat in the Hat in a long time. Now, we have some grandchildren that we read the books to, and they've got some of the books left over from their parents that I read to them, and we still read them. And when I found out that I was going to get to come today, I thought, you know, that's pretty special. And for y'all to let me come and read to you, I was excited about. So for that, I thank you very much. Now, will Cat in the Hat work? Can we read that one? Well, let me see if I can get through this again. It's been a while since I read Cat in the Hat. But do you know that this was one of Dr. Seuss's first books? And this was the one that really kind of got him started and really catapulted his career and made him in his book series.
He made 100 books?
Do what?
He made a bunch of books?
He did. As a matter of fact, I think he actually wrote 44 of them. And he has passed away now, but his wife still keeps his name in his collection alive and promotes it. Well, let's see what Dr. Seuss and Cat in the Hat have to say today. It said, the sun did not shine, it was too wet to play. So we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. That's kind of like today, isn't it? It's quit raining, but it's a little dreary and a little overcast out there. It says, I sat in there with Sally, we sat there we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball. So we sat in the house, we did nothing at all. So all we could do was sit, 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 sit. And we did not like it, not one little bit. And then something went. How did y'all know that?
We read this book.
Did you see that?
We also heard it by Justin Bieber.
Do what?
We heard it on the TV.
You did? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked, and we saw him. How did y'all know that?
We're smart.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep. Because he does.
The Cat in the Hat. And he said to us, Why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet and the sun is not sunny, but we can have lots of good fun. And that is funny.
Oh.
I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat. In the hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do.
But they are dangerous.
Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. Look at there, look at that fish. But our fish said, no, no, make that cat go away. Tell that cat in the hat, you do not want to play. He should not be there. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. Now, have no fear. Have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the cat in the hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish with the game that I call Have y'all read this before?
Yes.
Up with a fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball. Have you ever seen a cat in a hat stand on a ball?
I don't think he's real. Yes.
With a book in one hand and a cup on my hat. But that's not all I can do, said the cat. Look at me now, said the cat. With a cup and a cake on the top of my hat, I can hold up 2 books, I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Have you ever seen a cat in a hat on the ball, holding an umbrella, a book, and balancing a fish?
With a dish.
With a dish?
And a toy boat.
And a toy boat? That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
And a swimming. And a cake and a cup.
Can anybody in here do that?
No.
You can't. I want to see that.
No, that's too crazy.
But that is not all. I wonder what else he can do.
You can do a fan and a toy man.
Oh,
And a toy boat and a toy man.
oh my goodness. Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a Good gracious. And I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan and as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. That is what the cat said. Then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball. And Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot. He said, do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game, said our fish as he lit. No, I do not like it, not one little bit. Now look what you did, said the fish to the cat. Now look at this house, look at this, look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not. You get out of this house, said the fish in the pot. What would y'all do if Cat in the Hat showed up at your house? And your mother
Or we would stick.
or daddy was not there?
Or we would glue them to a tree and leave them there all day stuck.
Oh my goodness. What would you do? Wait a minute, one at a time. One at a time. Very good.
When he comes to my house and then I open the door, he says hello. I just shut the door.
Ah. Okay. Yes, sir. What? All right, one at a time.
I would glow his feet to the floor.
Oh, my goodness. How about you, young man? You would play very good. You and me both. All right. But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot, said the cat in the hat. To the fish in the pot, I will not go away. I do not wish to go. And so, said the cat in the hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know. And then he ran out, and then fast as a fox, the cat in the hat came back in a box. A big red box. It was shut with a hook. Now look at this trick, said the cat. Take a look. Then he got up on top with the tip of his hat. I call this game
Fun in a box.
Fun in a box, said the cat. In this box are two things I will show to you now. You will like these two things, said the cat with a bow. I will pick up this hook. You will see something new. Two things, and I call them
Thing one and thing two.
Thing one and thing. Are you thing two?
His brother.
Were you in the box? You were. How did you get out of the box?
I escaped.
Oh, very good.
Where's
All right.
brother?
Thing one and thing two. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun. Then out of the box came thing two and thing one. And they ran to us fast. They said, how do you do? Would you like to shake hands with thing one and thing two? We can shake hands with thing two today. And Sally and I did not know what to do. So we had to shake hands with thing one and thing two. We shook their two hands, but our fish said, no, no. Those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out. Put them out, said the fish in the pot. I tell you what, that cat in the hat's something, isn't he? Have no fear, little fish, said the cat in the hat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat. They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet, wet day. Now here is a game that they like, said the cat. They like to fly kites, said the cat in the hat. No, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites. In a house, they should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it. No. I think
I saw it upside down.
Oh, you reading it upside down. Then Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw these two things, but they're kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump. Down the wall, in the hall. Man, I tell you, that is something else. Things two and thing one, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown. Her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. Then those things ran about with bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps, and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? Then our fish said, look, look. And our fish shook with fear. Your mother is on the way home. Do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. So, do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her, your mother. Your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing one and thing two. So fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop. And I had them at last. Those two things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. You pack up those things and you take them away. Oh dear, said the cat, you did not like our game. Oh dear, what a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Then he shut up the things in the box with the hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away. Yes, but your mother will come. She will find this big mess, and this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. Look at that mess.
It's upside down.
I bet y'all don't make a mess like that, do you? No. I bet nobody's room looks like that, does it? And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the cat in the hat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown, and the milk and the strings and the books and the dish, and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish, and then he put them away. Then he said, that is that. And then he was gone with a tip of his hat. Then our mother came in and she said to us too, did you have any fun? Tell me, what did you do? And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on there that day? Should we tell her about it? Now what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? What would you do?
We destroyed nothing. Say nothing. Nothing. I was just sitting here all the
You would just say nothing. You wouldn't tell a story, right? No, we don't do that.
I clean it up, and I was like, Mom, I made a mess. I had to clean it up, and then I had to go sit back down.
And just tell her that you had a great day. That cat in the hat's something.
The fish could tell on him.
You could? I see somebody back there with some whiskers on. Who is that? And a cat in the hat?
And a cat in a hat, too.
And there's a young man back there holding his hand up. What would you like to say?
I would say that I met the cat in the hat and messed up the house with the two things.
That's pretty good.
I would say I made a big mess in my room.
You would? Well, let me ask you a question.
I'd say the dog tearing it off.
I tell you what let's do.
You don't have a dog.
Let's ask your teachers. What would they do?
What would you do? Clean it up.
I would spill the beans and tattle on the kid.
You'd give him up, right?
What would you do?
I'm terrible at keeping secrets, so I would probably tell too.
What would you do?
I would spill the beans also. I'd tell the truth because there is no way that my mother would believe it anyway.
She would think you're just making it up, wouldn't she?
You just made a paper cat. You just pretended it made the whole house.
Well, I tell you something.
I'm going to say,
I could stay here all day and read to y'all, but I bet your teachers have got something else that they want y'all to learn today. And I am very limited in what I can teach you. Do what? But I will say this. I want to thank you for letting me come today, because it really kind of gives me a little bit more perspective on things and helps me keep my perspective. Because y'all are the future of our community. And looking around and seeing y'all and your bright eyes and your willingness to learn and read, because somebody in here will grow up to be a teacher, a preacher, a scientist, a doctor, a mayor, the governor, and guess what? Somebody may grow up to be the president in here. Because you know what? That's what's so great about the community that we live in and the country that we live in. You have an opportunity to come and learn. You have great teachers who are willing to work with you, to be good role models, and to help you learn so that you can go on to do the things that you want to do. And like I said, that's what's so great about America is you have the opportunity to do that. But you got to read, learn, study, and get a good education. Because education opens the doors to all kinds of opportunities for you. And then one day, you can get the opportunity to come do this and sit and read Cat in the Hat to a group of first graders. Second! See there? When you get my age, you start to get forgetful. And you forget some things.
It's okay. Even your kids members.
Do what?
Our teacher does that too.
Yeah, they do.
It's okay.
Do what? You forget things too. Well, I appreciate it and I thank you very much. But one thing I want to figure out how to do before I leave. If I could find some of my hair, I'd get me a hairdo like that. But all mine's gone.
You could cut some of mine.
I can cut. Can I take some of yours? Well, has anybody got a question that I can try to answer? All right, one at a time. Yes, sir. What is your question? Well, hey, I do the same thing sometimes. Yes, sir.
What do you have to do to become the governor?
What do you have to do to become the governor? Well, to become the governor, there's certain things, there's certain requirements by law, first of all, that you have to do. You have to be a resident. You have to live in the state. And then you have to get out and campaign. Does anybody know what campaigning is?
That you're bald. To persuade people to vote for you.
Get people to vote for you, right. See, we live in a democratic country, and you can go out, decide if you're qualified, that you want to run for election, and then you go out and campaign. You go out and meet people, and you tell them who you are and what you believe in and what you want to do. And then if enough of them believe in that, then they'll vote for you. And the one with the most votes gets to be governor or mayor. Yes, sir.
How did you become mayor?
How did I become mayor? That same process. First of all, I had to live within the city of Douglasville. And then I had to qualify, which means that I had to go register and sign up to run for mayor. And then I had to get out and campaign and put up a lot of signs. Did anybody see any of my signs by any chance?
No, I did.
You did? Okay. But you put up signs and you go out and talk to people and you tell them who you are, meet them, tell them what you want to do and what you believe in. And then on election day, people go vote and they'll have maybe 2 or 3 different choices and they select the person that they want to be mayor, governor, president. And then they count all those votes and the one with the most votes wins. Yes, sir.
How many days did it take to build the state capitol?
Oh my goodness. It took a lot of days, and it was a process that they went through over several months and then really several years, because the Capitol that you see today was not the original building.
The original one by the I think it's where the president lives.
It's where the president lives. Well, that's close. Okay. Any more questions? How about your teachers? Have they got any questions?
Yes. I have a question.
How long of a term does a mayor serve?
4 years. 4 years, and then you have to go through the same process again, whereby you qualify or register to run, and then you get to start the campaigning process all over again. And then if you've done a good job and enough people want to see you become elected again, they go to the ballot, or they go and vote, and they count the votes all over again, and you run every 4 years. Yes?
Like, how old do you have to be to do that?
21. So, is anybody in here 21?
I am.
Yeah.
He's 40.
Okay, like I said, I know you teachers have got other things they want you to do today, but I thank you very much for letting me come. It has truly been a joy and a pleasure.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome. Believe me, the pleasure was all mine.